Hi guys, संकेत this side. आयुष
आयुष
भट्टा जो भी बुलाना बुलाओ, किसी को फर्क नहीं पड़ता. आयुष
हाँ
आज तेरे को इंट्रोडक्शन करना था. Go on bro.
हाँ तो हम दोनों तो होते हैं the BS Adventures. We have a very very special guest. Her name, as you can see her sitting there, she is Faiza Warsi to talk about this topic. Now Faiza has asked me to introduce herself because she thinks she's some kind of big celebrity. So she doesn't think they need to introduce herself. So I will go right into it. So Faiza and me have been friends since ninth grade, and she's somebody that it's been like 4 or 5 years I've known her now. And the reason we have called her on this podcast is because she has gotten right now, because we both are in 12th grade and both our academic sessions will start in a month or two. And she has got a lot of offers from foreign universities. And she's going to the University of Toronto in Canada, which is a very, very prestigious university she's gotten into. And see, many people get into university, right, Sanket? Many people get into foreign universities. I mean, I have gotten a few offers. Nothing confirmed yet, so not announcing it right now. So, but the reason why I think Faiza is the best person to talk about it in our friend circle, of course, but we don't know any experts, is that she is somebody who I have known since about 11th grade. So, ऐसा मैं और तू बातें करते हैं कि हम क्या बातें करते हैं. So I should speak to Faiza, and she used to keep on telling me how she was involved in this whole application process very deeply. For me personally, I started in 12th grade. I was very late to it, but Faiza, since 11th only, she was into this. She did a lot of social work. She did a lot of co-curricular work, and she had a good idea of it. So I think she knows this inside out. Yeah, she may not have the experience of for college yet because she hasn't been there, but I think she's the best person to talk about it. And also, she was the only person who picked up our call to do this podcast. So that is one more reason. So Faiza, I'll dive right into it. So when you started applying anywhere, be it India or abroad, I mean, you started the whole application process. Why did going abroad strike you? I'm not talking about Canada or anything. We'll come into the specifics later on. Why abroad? Why not something in India? What is the thing which attracted?
So interestingly, in the beginning, when I started my application process, I actually wasn't interested in applying abroad. I thought that it's going to be nicer and closer to home if I study in India itself. But I thought that it's a good idea to have all options open, which is why, but I didn't think I would actually end up taking the foreign route. I just applied for the heck of it. Okay. But I actually ended up choosing a foreign university, as you just introduced. But I think the main thing that sort of struck me was that if you look at the comparison between Indian and foreign universities, I'm not speaking about each and every university, but by and large, it's a generalization I'm making. But Indian universities are very academic oriented. They will train you to become good workers and smart individuals. However, foreign universities focus more on holistic development of an individual. They focus on 3 things. One is your academics, second, your extracurriculars, as well as your personality. I think these all are very essential components that people need to be exposed to. And India is making a gradual change, but I think since the shift is felt much more in foreign universities, that's what really drew me towards picking that route.
See, I agree with that. With the when you said universities in India teach you how to be a good worker, right? What is our general notion, Ayush, when we're going for colleges? Ki opening package kitne ka milega? We just talk about salaries, right? This is people really talk about this topic. क्योंकि हमें salary चाहिए, हमें stability चाहिए, right? And वो somehow working under someone मिलता है, but universities abroad, they don't necessarily target target salaries and all. वो आपके overall development के ऊपर like अपना time invest करते हैं. So that is what I like about foreign universities.
Agreed. And especially again come to Faiza, because as you said, it's more of a holistic thing. Fortunately, all 3 of us have gone to a school which is kind of away from the traditional ones. Okay, you guys will
Mhm.
agree, which is away from it's Shivnada School in
Yeah.
Gurgaon. So which actually in a way trains you also for this
Hmm.
holistic kind of education. But now I want to ask her. Yeah, you told me about wanting to venture out in a way and develop yourself holistically as an individual. So like because I know you, I can say that you were not somebody who was a lot into co-curricular and extracurricular. Yeah, you were
Yeah.
good in studies and everything, but I won't say you were you didn't do anything great in that. Okay, I'm not attacking you or anything. I'm just telling you that it is
Okay.
what
Yeah.
it is.
That's
But
true. Yes.
but because see, this can like whatever said and done, this can be a source of inspiration for people because there might be a lot of young girls and boys who are sitting out there who see because who are in a way average
Hmm.
who are, I'll say, you go to school, they do their work, they come back home, they're normal in nature. And I'm not saying that's bad or anything, but as you must be knowing, Faiza, you need to go a bit out of your comfort zone, which you also do. So if you share
Yeah.
your story and if you share, maybe it'll be more fun. If you go into detail and talk about a particular day where you thought I need to get into this wholeheartedly, and what steps you took to make yourself more eligible for studying abroad.
Okay, so as you said earlier, I started the whole application process very early.
Yeah.
Um, I did the bulk of my work in 11th grade, but I would say that I had my mind set on this entire process turning out to be good for me since 10th grade itself. I
Oh,
remember there was this panel discussion that was hosted by our school where they had the alumni of Shiv Nadar School just speak about their experience with foreign universities. And I think that's when it struck me that I need to start soon. And Ayush, no jokes on me, please, when I share this story. But my dream university was always Ashoka University. Just shut up. Just stop it.
I'll come back to it in a while.
Okay,
Listen.
wait.
There is no way we can end the
Don't interrupt
podcast.
me.
There is no way we can end the podcast without cracking some Ashoka jokes.
Fine,
Go on.
later.
Go on.
But I think the purpose of me telling you this story is just to let you know that along the way you will face rejections. This
Yeah.
for me, like I faced a lot of rejections. I think like 50% of the colleges I applied to 14 universities. I think I got accepted into 5 or 6 only.
Hmm.
So
Why do we have you on the podcast?
just shut up, bro. But I think Ashoka University was that one college that I was really looking forward to, and I worked towards it completely. Like, I studied the university, I studied the curriculum, and I saw what they need as a fit as a student, and I tried to achieve all of that during my application process. In fact, I went to the extent of taking tuitions for their test. And yet I got a deferred offer in the end, which means that they will review my situation later. You got the same offer, so please. And
No, you're not allowed to say that.
I
You're
am.
allowed to say
Everything
that.
is fine.
She was
At
feeling
the
attacked.
whole.
She was feeling
Listen,
attacked
I'm feeling very attacked.
from
I'm
the
the
way you were
guest.
looking at her.
Okay,
Exactly.
okay.
क्या कर रहा है?
I was laughing. Okay, I'm a happy kid. I laugh a lot. Yeah, go on.
Oh, please. So, yeah, I would just say that uh, it's been like a mixed journey. There have been ups and downs, and I think you just have to have a set of colleges. Like what I did in the very beginning was that I made a list of colleges that I wanted to apply to for sure.
Yeah.
And I also had a set of backup colleges. So there were target universities and then backup colleges, which if nothing worked out. And I think it's all about time management. You really need to like learn how to balance your academics with the applications, and that's why I think that people should start as early as 11th grade, because in 12th you're more pressurized with the boards, studying for them, getting marks. So yeah, that's about it.
Yeah,
So-
interestingly, even Sanket's dream university is Ashoka. Okay.
Sanket,
And-
you can do it.
And
You can
let
do
me
it.
let me tell you the mistake I made. I thought that Faiza ने इतना कुछ किया है वो तो अशोका में उसका हो ही जाएगा. So I actually took her help on my application. Okay, and listen, she was boasting and all that. She's like, I'll get you to and all that. So I thought ki,
What?
chalo,
When
she
did
have-
I ever say that?
listen, you need to lie for the podcast. So
Okay.
the thing is, so I asked her. I remember still before the day of my interview. So Ashoka, if people don't know, there is a भूल भी गया हूँ यार, written round होता है ना, उसके बाद एक इंटरव्यू भी होता है. तो रिटर्न में मेरा पास हो गया. तो इंटरव्यू के पहले आई टोल्ड फायजा कि फायजा जैसे मेरा ना ये इंटरव्यू हो गया, लिसन शी लाइक यू गेट इनटू इट एंड ऑल दैट. मैंने बोला ठीक है, शी मस्ट बी नोइंग हर स्टफ. सो मैंने शी टुक अ मॉक इंटरव्यू ऑफ माइन. ठीक है, एक क्वेश्चन में नहीं पूछा मेरे पहले इंटरव्यू. ठीक है, फिर मैं भी डिफर हो गया. एंड द रीजन आई गॉट डिफर्ड बिकॉज ऑफ हर, नॉट ऑफ मी. सो लेट मी टेल यू. एंड बिफोर दैट लेट मी जस्ट गिव यू सम consolation that I know somebody who actually it's a fact. She got 100% scholarship from UCL. Okay, and she got rejected by Ashoka.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So
So Ashoka is,
if you want to go to a good university abroad, then just get rejected by Ashoka. So is that what you're trying to say?
the
No,
Faiza,
no.
the University of Faiza is going to will come to it. It is something.
Also, one more thing, sorry, but earlier when we were talking about the comparison between Indian and foreign universities, one point that really needs to be noted out here, which I think is underestimated, is that foreign universities are much easier to get into.
Yeah.
Indian
I was
colleges.
coming to it because if you see in India, you look at the IITs and everything and all that,
Hmm.
there is so much competition.
Right.
Yes.
And the majority of the Indian population, although see, it is a myth that you need to have a lot of money to go abroad. You need to have money, but you
Right.
don't have to be like a multi-billionaire or something. You can.
Correct.
Upper middle class.
And I'll talk about that point
Yeah,
deeply later.
Yeah.
Right.
The reason why Faiza's point is very valid because अगर तू देखे इंडिया में majority क्या है? They are middle class. Okay. So especially for undergraduate, most of them are not sending their kids abroad.
Right.
Most of them, majority. So what they end up is in the Indian colleges. And you know the amount of absolute talent we have in India when it comes to academics.
Correct.
Especially engineering and everything. And if you look abroad, and it's a fact that 70% of people in abroad, they're choosing engineering as a course because there is so much competition in India that people are not getting through. So I think that is the major thing that we need to get this out of our mind. And for me, Faiza, everybody who's gotten offers or whatever, that if you're going abroad with something superior, it is not as superior, it is just a choice. But as I said, it is a matter of pride also. Sanket, you were saying something?
See, like we talked about the process, right? We talked about we talked about the education, the different type of education, right? But
एक सेकंड, मेरे घर पे कोई आया है तो let them pass.
हाँ ठीक है, कोई नहीं
हाँ ठीक है,
हाँ चलता है. So
बोल के रखता हूँ मैं.
हाँ, but यार, is it just the education, or it is about things like quality of life or the people around you? Is like, can you guys talk about that? Because मैंने अभी तक explore नहीं किया है. What do you guys think?
I would go ahead, Ayush.
No, sorry, say it.
Wow. So I would say that, as you said, quality of life is a very important factor. And personally, that's one of the things that has also drawn me towards a foreign university. I would say that when you study in a different country, you're exposed to a lot of different things, a new place, a new country also. Like once you graduate, it offers you residence and a work permit for a few years at least. So I think that's also a great pull factor. And, it doesn't sound very nice to say, but it's a fact that the grass always appears greener on the other side. So I think all Indians might just feel that going abroad is a better option because they're more advanced.
Right. Correct. I agree with that.
Yeah.
And see,
if I speak in layman terms, as more Faiza, it's all independence. Okay. And I'll be blunt about it. My dad is sitting here, but I'll just say it anyways. And I'm, in a way, I want to live and go on my own. Okay, it is
freedom,
yeah, because in a way, as you can see, Faiza was like 20th day. Okay, see, guys, this might be my last podcast, but so the thing is, it is in a freedom, because if I go abroad, like as you must be knowing, if I take a simple thing of food, okay, as simple as something as simple as food. इधर क्या होता है, मैं बार बार ना देख रहा हूँ, मेरे डैड अभी चले गए, तो अगर मेरा लास्ट पॉडकास्ट हुआ, Faiza responsible, all bad things Faiza responsible, from Ashoka to podcast. See, as simple as food, if I see, इधर, sorry, इधर मुझे खाना चाहिए, I have 3 people giving me food in front of me. ठीक है?
Hmm.
Abroad also, see, abroad where you go, there is thing of self catering also, or self catering,
Hmm.
or like you cater. But at least I think on the weekends, I don't know about most, but from what I've heard, you have to arrange it yourself.
Of
So
course.
you are
You have
into it.
domestic help in India,
Yeah,
which you don't have abroad.
that is a very major thing. I mean, you don't have it. It's all on you. Good,
Right.
bad, ugly. It's all on you.
I agree with
You're
that.
becoming independent. So yeah, I think that the way you're building yourself is a major thing.
Exactly. Ayush
Yes.
and Faiza, have you heard about the term Apple ecosystem? Apple, like
Hmm.
iOS wala. Have you heard about that? So
Oh,
basically,
no.
it's an ecosystem formed by Apple, right? If you buy an iPhone, then you would want to buy an iPad, MacBook, and all.
Hmm.
So after that, you'll have no other option but to stay with Apple. So you don't know कि Android में क्या चल रहा है and all, बाहर क्या चल रहा है, right?
Hmm.
So similarly, अगर आप इंडिया में ही बचपन से हो, you know कि इंडिया में क्या चल रहा है सब
Yeah.
कुछ. But
Hmm.
the moment you step outside, तब आपको पता चलेगा कि और भी क्या चीजें हैं. बुरी भी हो सकती है, mind it, बुरी भी हो सकती है, but at least आपको पता चलेगा.
Yeah, you might be fish out of water when you go there. It might be you must like you're left on your own and अचानक से
Right.
जाके you're wandering. So but
But
anyway,
एक
that
different
teaches you.
experience होगा, 100% different experience
Yeah,
होगा.
I think the reason why people choose to stay in India is because you get a sense of familiarity with it. You're
Yeah.
born here, you're
हाँ.
brought up here, so you just want to
Yeah.
वो
continue
आपके
staying.
comfortable zone में है.
Huh.
So, but
Absolutely.
see, this is also a case in North Korea, right?
Yeah.
Social media is so toxic, right? But why people are fighting कि North Korea and China में social media law and all, क्योंकि it's something
Yeah.
different and उनका freedom छीना जा रहा है, right? Similarly, अगर if you don't step outside, you don't go out of your comfort zone, so there's no point. I mean, फिर आप एक ही अपने रूम में बंद होके कुछ भी कर लो.
सही बात है.
Exactly.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. Now जो हमने we have discussed about abroad in general. Now मैं थोड़ा फाइजा से कनाडा के बारे में पूछूंगा because Canada is a very important case study. I'll give you some facts. Since the beginning of this academic year, Canada has seen more than 1 lakh applications, which is significantly. It was 66,000 before this, and it has increased to 1 lakh. Okay, and in a way, and now I'll tell you something, and it's a very interesting fact that now, especially for this year, 9% are choosing to go to USA, and 13% UK is still at the top, but 13% are choosing Canada, which is a big shift. So because Faiza is also going to Canada at the University of Toronto, and she's being taught by who, Sanket? Can you please?
Jordan Peterson.
Jordan B. Peterson. You know, I'll just tell you something. When Faiza got into this university, ठीक है, मैंने वो हम स्टोरी पे डालते नहीं है कि यार ये हो गया,
Congratulations and all that.
मुझे फाइजा को विश नहीं करना था, मुझे बस बोलना था कि मेरे कोई दोस्त है who has got into this, but I have bragging rights. ठीक है, so that is it's a big thing. So I want to ask Faiza that why Canada? What got you attracted to Canada, and why do you think there's a sudden surge in students going to Canada?
Okay, so what I'll say about this is that number one, if you look at the ranking of universities globally through the QS Global World Rankings for colleges, you will find that some of the top universities are in Canada.
Okay.
Now, it's a great opportunity for Indians especially to go there, considering our high population, because that's a country which has great potential for growth in terms of their GDP, job opportunities, everything, but their population is very less. So what they're looking for at the moment is more population. And for like Indians going and studying over there is also a great source of revenue for them, because we Indians pay 3 times the tuition fee that a local Canadian student would pay. Okay. Correct. But as a student, you talked about them, but as a student, is it so? Because I know you have applied in the UK and you got offers from UK also. So why? Yeah. So then why Canada did you choose over such a popular place, which is like 74% people still choose UK? Okay. So why did you choose Canada over that? So my priority throughout this college application process has honestly been the value of the degree that I'm going to get, and also my potential to stay on further. So if I look at the
Hmm.
ranking of the universities I've gotten into, so far U of T, the college which I'm going to, is the highest rank. So that for me is the major factor. It's not really about the country per se.
Okay.
But in addition to that, I think for the reasons that I just mentioned, Canada is a great country to be in, and it also gives you an opportunity to stay on once you've graduated from
Yeah.
there. In UK, you can stay for 2 years and then you have to fend for yourself. In Canada, you go there and create your base there and stay on forever.
Hmm. Hmm.
Even in the UK, it's a recent thing because there has been a pact signed between the UK and India, where you can after your, and it's not a very old thing, it's a recent thing. So where after your graduation, you can stay for 2-3 years. So yeah,
2 years is the period, but after that, you'll find a lot of students coming back. Even that's a great period to stay in. 3+2 is 5 years, and then
yeah,
if you get a job there.
Mm.
But I feel like for me as an individual, it would fit better. Like my thing from the beginning was that I don't want to go to a foreign university and then come back to India. If I was going to a foreign university, I wanted it to remain that way, like to
Right.
stay on over there.
Right, got it.
You're a Deshdrohi.
Anti-national.
You're causing
Anti-national.
brain drain from our
Guys,
country.
please, this is going on YouTube. Please keep quiet.
That is the reason. Listen, the thing is, you have messed up our podcast. So it's our responsibility is to get you.
You were late. Let me remind everyone.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. So, I mean, both of you, what was the biggest thing that has happened in the last 2 years? COVID, right?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? How has COVID affected decisions? Give me what do you think? Tell me.
I'll say, see, first of all, it has been a huge change. If I tell you the stats, okay, again, because I have research trying to show off also, okay, फर्क पड़ता है नहीं पड़ता है बोलना चाहिए ना. So now India is the second largest country who's sending students abroad. The population
China, probably.
who's going
After China.
the population who was going from India, it has changed a lot. It is 94% more. 94% more. And there are two, three aspects to it, which I would like you guys to ponder upon also. एक तो है कि देखो 2020 में क्या हुआ कि it was unsure ना 2020 में पता नहीं था कि कहाँ जाएंगे, and people were thinking that, as Faiza said, that the culture overall is a major aspect of going abroad, right? Studies and all is okay, but the overall culture, and people thought कि if I'm sitting at home and doing online classes, there's no point in me spending money. So it is called the COVID rebound. The COVID rebound. So the people who did not apply in 2020, they are applying in 2021.
Right.
ठीक है.
Right.
ठीक है. Secondly, अगर मैं बताऊँ तो देख क्या हुआ कि let's face it, the COVID-19 pandemic exposed a lot of shortcomings in our healthcare.
Absolutely.
And healthcare structure, a lot of, and in a way, I would like to ask your opinion also, that also in a way influenced the people, that they, in a way, the whole infrastructure and everything, there is a sense of people getting scared. People are scared of them. So that also played a part. There are 2-3 others, but yeah, Faiza, what do you think? Are these?
I heard you out, but honestly, I don't completely agree with you. What I haven't done my research in a manner that's as detailed as yours, but from what I've observed in my surroundings, I've seen that actually the number of students going abroad has decreased, at least in my immediate surroundings, like let's say my school, because I think people are suffering from a lot of financial problems, of course, with the increase of COVID, which leads to a direct reduction in the number of students going abroad. In addition to that, since we've shifted to an online mode of study, people fear that the reason why they're going abroad is to get a holistic development of their personality, which they can't get online. That's something that can only happen when they actually go there. So I feel that there's a decrease.
See, both of you.
There is an increase. I think I should tell you. It might be in your thing, but yeah, that can be a valid point. But I think
Ayush,
valid for 2020. Right?
Ayush,
in 2021, when it is easing out, I think it is changing.
See, the point is, it depends on how you think. ठीक है, अगर आपका conservative approach है, you think कि अगर बाहर जाके अटक गए या फिर पैसे वेस्ट होंगे, then you will decide to stay in India and all. अगर आपको अगर and if you're seeing what is happening in the healthcare system, all the riots that is going on, let's face it, ठीक है, stable नहीं है हमारा social structure अभी फिलहाल इंडिया में. And if you're noticing that, then you will think कि चलो यार बाहर जाते हैं, यहाँ पे हाल ठीक नहीं है अभी. So
हाँ.
it depends on how you think about the situation right now, and then you're acting accordingly.
इसी पॉइंट पे एक और है, आई थिंक फाइजर will also agree to this कि thing is like what Faiza said कि when she's going abroad she's planning to work there, right? Am I like
Yeah.
So what happens is that in a way she might be eligible for citizenship. Okay. Her parents might migrate also after to stay with her. So Faiza, do you think that is an issue? Because it is starting from it is a very interesting thing. It is starting with the students.
Yeah.
But as you see, in a way, it is a more cultural and a broader aspect for everybody. Some people, at least I know, are in a way sending their children abroad because they also want to go and settle down there after. They want citizenship. So what role do you think that plays in this decision?
See, that definitely plays an important role according to me, but I would say from the perspective of a student, now I'm going abroad. Of course, if I'm eligible for citizenship after a few years, that might make my parents also eligible for citizenship. Having said that, I'm not going with that intention. I would call all of these fringe benefits because my main aim,
right.
Yeah,
See,
my main aim to go there is sorry,
education.
Yes,
no, Sanjay, let her finish.
Right.
Let her finish.
It's okay. I only have that problem with you. It's fine.
No, she will call you out. She will call you out and humiliate you. She will first get you deferred from Ashoka, then she will disrupt the podcast, and then she will do all this too. You better watch out. Same. बोलते मैंने interrupt कर दिया वैसे, but
exactly. Now I'll get you deferred again.
All right, continue, Faiza.
Yeah, as you said, my main aim to go there is to get a good education and to stay on there. Of course, this is an added benefit, but that's not the aim.
Yeah, so like it is, so this is the decision you'll take after getting selected in, various universities. You'll consider कि कहाँ का citizenship rule better है and all. वो last decision, I agree with that. See, another point is, I like to address this hot debate, hot topic. इंडिया छोड़ के क्यों जा रहे हो? इंडिया छोड़ के क्यों जा रहे हो? वहां पे क्यों रहना है? इंडिया में काम करो. What do you guys think about that?
This aspect and the fact, Faiza will answer obviously, and the fact that people think it's a brain drain from our country. It's a brain drain from our country. So do you think, in a way, should we be blamed for this brain drain, or should the authorities in charge be?
No, I don't think so. I mean, I think it's a matter of personal individual rights. Our base, at least for me as an individual, my plan is to always keep a base in India. Maybe I don't know where life will take me. Like, of course, it could be I might settle down in India eventually again or in some other country. It's not because I don't like this country and I'm leaving. That's not what I'm saying out here. It's more about what works better for me as an individual, financially, emotionally, everything.
Yeah, because see, in a way, you're still earning foreign exchange for the country, right?
Exactly.
It is in a way, if you look.
That's again far-fetched.
Yeah, hopefully you won't be unemployed. At least you see truck driver तो बन जाएगी Canada में, वो तो हो ही सकता है. But as I said, कि I think ये जो mindset है ना कि यार तुम, was that sarcastic?
Yeah.
Of course.
I so wish he wasn't on the podcast. Let's not air this. Let's not air this.
Sankeet's the editor and he will air it.
Getting to ban. Yeah, but as I said, see, I think we need to get rid of this mindset.
Yeah.
मतलब मैं simple बोलूँ, मेरे दादी का भी है. Guys, you must have seen. Everybody must have seen them.
Of course. First podcast, first appearance.
First podcast. उनका भी है कि यार तुम देश छोड़ के जा रहे हो. The country will give you education for 18 years. 18 तो नहीं, 15 years.
जिस थाली से खाया उसी थाली में छेद करना and all.
हाँ उसी बात. But the problem is थाली में already छेद थे.
हाँ इसलिए दूसरी थाली
करके जा रहा.
मैं दूसरी थाली ले रहा हूँ.
अगर थाली में छेद.
But again, that's not my reason for going abroad. Like I'm not going because I find some faults here. I'm going because that's just a better fit for me. Even this was like a great perspective, but I just
See, Ashoka was always your first choice, right?
exactly,
That did not
exactly.
work out. Arey, listen, you don't know how much you worked for Ashoka. And
I
I had
really
to,
want.
and Faida, somebody who I joke about anything with her.
I think
But
you
the,
should change the name of this video from Foreign Education to How Faiza and Ayush got deferred at Ashoka.
only Faida, I got accepted in Ashoka. What do you say?
Okay.
Yeah. So she had actually worked for it. And Faida, somebody who can joke, everything I joke about, except a few things. But usme, Ashoka wala mein had to actually wait for 2 weeks to joke about it. It affected her so much.
I
Actually,
was devastated when I found
which
out.
actually tells you Faida is not an anti-national. So yeah, she
Exactly.
wanted to study in a country. It's a matter of a different
Let's
concern.
change
that
the
she can't
topic,
get
otherwise
into.
I'll start crying. Continue.
Yeah,
That's what you
please.
want. Listen, my whole point is to attack you now. You're literally ruined it for yourself. So now we have discussed on a lot of aspects. Okay, we have discussed on the overall broader aspects, the COVID-19 pandemic, why you chose abroad, okay, and how we have addressed the brain drain factor also. How you got me deferred from Ashoka, how you got deferred from Ashoka, it's all been addressed. Now I want to get into a day in your life. Like not,
Oh.
I don't want to get into details of a day, that's a personal thing. But I want to get into a day in your life where you are applying. So
Oh, okay.
so when you're starting the application, for example,
Mhm.
so what is you wake up in the morning? What are the things lined up for today? So when you're applying, so for example, it is September, October, where as
Mhm.
you must be knowing, the applications are booming. So what are you doing on a daily basis? How are you applying? And country-wise, if you explain, it's going to be good. UK, Canada, because you applied in a lot of countries. What are the different processes? And if you go in detail about it.
Okay, so I would say I'd like to twist your question a little bit because I won't consider it as a day in the life because honestly, it for me it was more of a previously done thing which I had to tweak later on. I had decided so of course, like I applied to different universities, but they all had a similar set of goals which matched with my personal goals. So they all demanded similar characteristics from the student that's applying. And which is why my basic essay structure for each foreign university was very similar. The points I was mentioning in each essay were practically the same, but most of my work, as you asked, my day in the life, it would be mostly editing work because I had to fit the exact question that each college demanded. So
Yeah.
that's what took majority of my time. Having said that, all the points were the same. And I'll give you one tip for interviews. I think Ayush has gone through the phase already, but Sanket, they, especially in Indian universities, they grill you left, right, and center. It happened in my Ashoka University interview. Um, I think like you need to just be yourself in the application. So that's what I was spending most of my time trying to do. It's not to just like list down a few things that you've done over the years to build your resume. You don't have to list down anything. You need to explain how certain simple experiences in your life have actually influenced you, affected you, and made you into the person that you are, and what you've learned from those experiences.
Yeah.
And this might sound like an easy thing to do, but it is time consuming and you have to think very critically while answering the essay questions.
Right.
Especially for abroad, because well, the thing is they look at more of you as a person rather than
Yeah.
your marks. Your marks are there.
Abroad or
Yes.
private? I've noticed this in private universities in India
Yeah,
as
the
well.
new university like Kriya, Ashoka, and everything.
Right.
Yeah, all the liberal arts universities have a similar approach in India to the foreign universities.
Right.
By the way, I've got into Kriya. That's
I also got into Korea.
you don't need to say that. Listen, hello. Can you give me a chance to bask in some glory? I'm not. Listen, let's not air this. This is getting. Listen, she's basically jealous. Not done. So that's what I'm saying. As you said, but and I want to ask you also, do you think that because for many people this might be, for me at least it was, that I did not have the best marks. I had above average marks. Okay, but then in a way with my interview and essays, I got into a few. I think similar with you.
Me too.
Yeah. So if you have to give a weightage, and if somebody, how important is that essay, especially for abroad, an interview? And you talked about the interview, but you didn't talk about the essay writing process. So we can talk a bit about that, because see, Faiza is great at writing essays, and let me tell you guys, I should be open about this. My Kriya essay was edited in a way.
चुप हो जा भाई,
in a
देखो
way-
निकाल देंगे, देख लिया ना,
अरे
निकाल
अभी
देंगे.
ऑफर मिल गया, ऑफर मिल भाई, निकाल भी देंगे, सच बोलना है मुझे यार. इन अ वे फाइजा ने
But
मुझे
it's
thesis
not
edit
ethical
किया
enough.
था.
But ठीक है, कोई नहीं बोल.
Yes.
No, why isn't it ethical? I can edit it, make anybody edit my essay. ठीक है, मैं anybody edit my essay. तो फिर तो फायदा है 2 महीने तक एडिट क्यों किया उसका. टोरंटो का कैंसिल कर दो. नहीं मत करो यार, बहुत ही इसने एफर्ट किए. हाँ, so if you have to firstly, how important is that, and can that be a catch? And secondly, about the essay writing process, because it is very, very important. So what tips would you give there?
Again, it's very specific to the individual university. As you had asked me earlier about like the difference in UK applications, Canada, Ireland, whatever. This is something I found particularly special in the UK. Now, for all those of you who don't know, in UK, you have to apply to all, if you want to apply to more than one college, you have to send in the same application, and all colleges that you apply to, you can apply up to 5 through UCAS, and all 5 of them receive the exact same application with the exact same questions. So that is one difficulty that I found in the UK application process, because you don't get that opportunity to sort of personalize your essays for that college. It's for all 5 together. Right. And that's the reason why I didn't get into too many UK colleges with the feedback that my essay wasn't personal enough. So again, it depends on the college. And then what I found in Canada was that there were very direct questions, very simple questions, and they just needed to see passion in your answers, nothing else.
Got it.
Very, very interesting. Very
Right,
interesting.
exactly.
Because different benchmarks for different countries.
But
Yeah.
one thing is common, Ayush. Ayush, one thing is common. Thinking. They're telling you
Exactly.
think. Critical thinking.
Yeah. I
Faiza
found the
mentioned it.
questions, you know, like Sanket, I think you'll experience this year, and Ayush has probably already felt it. I think the essay writing process is something that leads to a lot of self-discovery, because it really pushes you to think. They're not just simple questions like what did you do today and all. It's really about how you think as an individual. It tests your personality, it tests your life experiences, and like I learned a lot about myself through this process.
That's interesting.
Interesting. नोट कर, ये पॉडकास्ट तू ऑन लूप चला, बिल्कुल तुझे चाहिए ही.
So I बोल
बोलना, मैं हमेशा मुझे तो
ठीक है. So देखो, सब डन, एडमिशन हो गया, सब कुछ हो गया, बट एक अगर आपको ऑप्शन दिया जाए, ठीक है, आपका कॉलेज भी खत्म, what are you going to choose? Are you going to stay there? वापस आना चाहोगे? Is it advisable? Is it advisable? Is the question.
I think in a way, Faiza can answer, but I think in a way, there's no way she or me can answer this right now. Because for us, currently is the college. College में जाके क्या करना? So I think if I want to ask you right now, because we are nearing the end of this podcast, it's been a very, very enriching and a humiliating one for me per se, but whatever said, we have got a lot of information. If I ask you, Faiza, I'll put you on the spot, right? You're going in 1.5 months. That's fair to say. First semester. What are your goals? Is your goal to absolutely, because see, generally notion क्या होता है, मेरा भी notion है कि मैं बाहर जाऊँगा, मुझे बिल्कुल एकदम I'm a caged lion here. I'll be out of my cage. I'll have fun. I'll party. I'll do this. I'll do that. And that's a general notion. But what are you looking forward to the most? And very specifically, how do you look to approach? I won't ask you about your whole session because it might change. First semester, culturally, education-wise, as somebody who's going to Canada, what are you planning to do?
I think for the beginning part of when I go to Canada, my goal would be to just set a very strong base and a very strong foundation for myself, which I can live by for the rest of the years that I live in Canada. I think that would include, of course, academics and all. That's to state the obvious. But in addition to that, I think I also look forward to being independent for the first time in my life, because I mean, it's not about individual differences. I'm just saying that being like now we're all turning into adults, and for the first time in our life, we're going to live on our own. And except for being financially dependent on our parents, we'll have full control over our lives. So I think that's a challenge. It's not going to be easy,
Right.
but I'm looking forward to it. Like that's something that just happens. So yeah.
You want to give a fun answer. I want to ask you about partying and all that. You gave me a very good girl answer.
I want to go to a frat. That's my dream.
Go to what?
Frat.
A frat. It's a thing in Canada. It's a fraternity where like people are just puking on each other.
UK में नहीं होगा, UK में नहीं होता, US and
Really?
Canada में mostly है.
Yeah. But it happens in some places in UK also.
Oh, interesting. Ayush.
Get the notion.
Go for it, but
We get the basic notion. Yeah, independence you talked about. But did you mean biometrics by any chance? People.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's an inside joke. I think Sanket जब बोलते हैं तो थोड़ा inside joke होता है.
I hate
हाँ.
you, bro. Tell Sanket separately, not right now.
No. Should I? I have a very big temptation. Okay.
Just shut up.
So, anyways, I think it has been a very knowledgeable podcast. It has been a fun podcast also, where we have taken pot shots at each other. But yeah, I think a lot of information has been given, which is very important. And because Faiza is somebody who has got an offer from abroad and who has been in the process, I think it was important for all our viewers and for me and Sanket especially also to hear from the horse's mouth, to hear what it actually takes to go there and experience. So yeah, thank you. Yeah.
1 second. Before you end, I have a question for Sanket.
Sure.
I was about to come to that.
Oh,
No,
Okay.
I'll do.
Okay.
So, Sanket, like I think you've probably started your research, and after this conversation, what are you inclining towards? Would you rather stay in India? Would you rather go abroad? Are you open to both?
I was asking the same thing. Faisal.
See, it
You're not the
depends.
host, I'm the host.
See, it depends. It really depends. I'll keep my options open. Jo better university, I'll go for that. See, but my inclination is abroad because I want to face that challenge. बाहर रहने का, अकेले रहने का. Because if I stay in India, more often I'll come back to Mumbai or Kolkata. I don't know. Kidhar.
Yeah.
So, but you know, there's going to be a challenge, different surrounding. So I'll be inclined. I'll be inclined towards going abroad. Yeah, right. So yeah.
All the best.
Yes.
UK मत आ जाना. UK मत आ जाना.
मेरे को लग रहा है मैं वहीं पे आने वाला हूँ.
So Faiza, with your permission, can I end the podcast or do you have something else to interrupt?
Perfectly permitted.
Okay, all right. She will, I think so. Anyways, I think, as I said, as Faiza interrupted me for the third time, but I'll say it again, that it has been a lovely to talk to Faiza. She is somebody who has, I won't say she's achieved a lot, obviously, because she has like still to go and everything. But yeah, it credit where it's due. She is going to the University of Toronto, where she will be taught by Sanket.
Jordan B. Peterson.
God.
Yeah,
You guys are more excited than I am.
Yes.
I don't think I'll tell you something before ending. When I told Sanket about this, Sanket told me कि मैं Faiza से, because I think he might teach you in the last semester or something.
Yeah, last year.
Sanket ने मुझे बोला कि मैं Faiza से last semester में दोस्ती करूँगा. That is the amount of praise. So yeah, that is what I'll just end with. It is, and as I said to anybody who's watching, who's now in 10th and 11th, if you are somebody who's maybe not excelling and all that, you still have time. You can go from failing in maths like Faiza did to being taught by Jordan B. Peterson. So it is not over till it's over. And yeah, before we end the podcast, I just want to give you guys a fun piece of fact. Faiza has been in one of our previous episodes. Her name has been indirectly mentioned in a way.
Which one, Ayush? Which one? Please specify.
Which one? That's a very, very, very hurtful one for me. But anyways, you guys need to search all the episodes for that. So,
yeah, just go through all the episodes.
Bad marketing strategies.
Right.
I'll just give you an example. कुछ फायदा हुआ नहीं था. ठीक है? So with that, I think. अच्छा संकेत कुछ बोलेगा?
Yeah, be a good leader. Watch all the episodes. And thank you.
And don't cancel people also. 3-4 डाल देना. Psychedelia भी drugs मत करो. ठीक है? चलो. Thank you.
All right.